What's up? It's Dave and Johnny live. I'm Dave.
I'm Johnny.
What's up, Johnny?
Well, it's a rough day today.
It's a rough day. It's WrestleMania weekend. I'm pumped. It's
Yeah.
on, baby. It's on.
Although there was a tough hockey game last night, so it's kind of a somber morning today.
Tough hockey game last night. Well,
Yeah.
we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that today on Dave and Johnny Live, whatever happened. I don't know. I don't watch hockey. You watch hockey. I don't know about hockey, right? But we'll talk about it. But I'm pumped for wrestling, man. NXT Takeover tonight, tomorrow night, Hall of Fame, and the big New Japan show, Ring of Honor show at Madison Square Garden. That's going to be streaming on New Japan World. And then Sunday, it's WrestleMania.
Pretty much all day.
All day mania. I'm going to be barbecuing. I'm going to be hanging out. And Johnny's going to come over in the afternoon because WrestleMania starts in the afternoon, I guess.
Yep, I'll come right over.
In the evening time. But really, the pre-show starts at 5, but the matches will start at 6.
I'll be here like 2, I guess.
No, it's unnecessary. Didn't you show up a couple years? Was it last year?
I thought it was last year, was it not?
It might have been the year before. You showed up at a ridiculous hour.
I think it was around 2-ish or something, yeah. I remember that, yeah.
I don't know why you showed up so early.
Because I thought we would do like a preview show. We kind of did. We did a couple of little videos here and there. Did some videos of you doing barbecuing. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
People loved it, actually.
Man, you showed up way too early last time. Don't do that this year, please.
I think AJ was there as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Not that early.
Not that early, no.
Not that early. I don't know if AJ's going to be there this weekend. I'm not sure. We're going to have a third man on the WrestleMania post show, but I don't know who it's going to be.
Your brother, no?
It may be my brother. It may be AJ. It may be somebody else. We still don't know.
Okay.
There will be a show here. Johnny and I will be here after WrestleMania doing a live YouTube show, but we don't know who our third co-host is, so tune in to find out. We have several options. It may be Jeremy Prophet.
That's cool. That's awesome. It was awesome. He messaged me today, like, how are you doing? Because he sees this photo on the internet, I'm all busted open with my nose and everything.
Yeah.
I didn't tell him about what happened, and he doesn't watch the show, so he didn't know. So he was concerned. I'm like, oh, I appreciate that, but don't worry, I'm fine,
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I take it for granted, and we're just like, everyone's okay with it. I just wrestle. It's fine. I get hurt. It happens. But I really appreciate that he, went out of his way and make sure I'm okay, I take it for granted sometimes, and I feel bad about that, actually.
He's a good man.
He's a tremendous man.
He's a good guy. And Black Dynamite is wrestling tomorrow. That's another show I'm going to be watching, the IWS show. That's going to be on a Fight TV for $10 tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. My man, the Green Phantom, get with the Green brother, will be wrestling on that card, as will our buddy Black Dynamite. So that's really cool. They're doing a show part of WrestleMania weekend. All the indie promotions are out there. I'm seeing pictures from Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. I'm getting very jealous that I wasn't there. Seeing Barnett wrestle Suzuki, I think it was yesterday. I'm going to buy that pay-per-view. I need to see that. But, man, it's pretty cool to see our buddies there as well. Phantom and Dynamite, Prophet, whatever, Jeremy, Barnoff. Barnoff is there, and he's wrestling,
I look forward to hearing how the trip goes with both of them, especially with Green Phantom, because he's supposed to have that match with Tremont and Gage, and then go right away to that G1 Super Show. So I wonder, just him traveling there, what that experience is going to be like, because public transportation in New York, I can't imagine it's easy.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope he makes it to that New Japan show because, of course, Green Phantom and I host that show, What's Phantom in Japan, which is a New Japan podcast, and we previewed the G1 Supercard at Madison Square Garden going on tomorrow night. I'm more hyped for that than Mania. It's a better card. It's way better. It's ridiculous.
Well, there's certain parts of Mania I'm hyped for. Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston, to me, that's the main event. And is Samoa Joe going to wrestle Rey Mysterio, or is Rey hurt?
Is Rey hurt?
If you saw Raw, it looked like Rey hurt his ankle, and Ray was not on SmackDown. So things I think got changed, and perhaps he's not going to be at WrestleMania.
Oh, that sucks.
It sucks, but this leaves an opening for a guy like Kevin Owens. Everyone wants John Cena to wrestle Samoa Joe, so maybe that's going to happen.
Wow, I didn't know that Ray was a question mark for Mania.
If you saw that match with Baron Corbin on Raw, it looked like he struggled to get through most of that match.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, without question. I thought they were going to stop the match, to be honest.
I didn't notice. Maybe I wasn't paying close enough
sort of
attention.
Like backflip thing off the top or something, or I think he just landed on his feet off a back suplex, and like you could see like he tweaked something. And with Ray, it's bad when he's had surgery 5 times in his left knee.
I think it's 6 times now.
Oh, it's 6 times?
Maybe 7.
He gets hurt easy, man.
Yeah. Well, he has a rough style, and he's been wrestling for a long time, right? Hopefully Ray's okay, and we do see Ray against Samoa Joe on Sunday. That's a match I was looking forward to. If they do replace Ray with Kevin Owens, though, I wouldn't be mad. Kevin Owens not at WrestleMania, not booked.
Not even for the Battle Royal, too. Like, I thought at least you thought the Andre the Giant Battle Royal for sure. Not even that. That's rough.
It's sad. It's sad.
Just for him to come back and then not be on the main show. I mean, it happens to guys. He's not the only one, too. I mean, there's other guys, too, on the roster not booked for Mania.
Like who?
Sin Cara's not booked.
Okay. Sin Cara didn't wrestle Daniel Bryan at Fastlane for the title.
All right, sure. But Ali, who did wrestle Daniel Bryan for the title, not booked.
He's in the...
Oh, he's in the Andre the Giant?
I think so.
That's nice for him.
I'm pretty sure he's in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. This G1 Supercard tomorrow night, are you going to watch it?
I'll check the results. I still have to check the Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling had a pay-per-view yesterday.
Was it a pay-per-view or just like a show?
It was kind of like a pay-per-view. I mean, not
was
like,
it? Could you buy it? Like where?
Yeah, you could have bought it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I heard it was good.
Well, RVD and Sabu showed up, so that's pretty cool. I want to see that match against the Lucha Brothers. That sounds fantastic. I saw one clip of it when they did the in stereo like leg drop to the tables. That looked fantastic.
Yeah, that's a crazy match. RVD and Sabu against the Lucha Brothers. The Lucha Brothers are great.
But the ring is super small, though, so I question how good everything could have been. Ultimate X looked like it was crazy, but again, like with such a small ring, what could you really done? I saw the Ace Austin like jump off like from the top of the X onto everybody. That looked nuts. But besides that, what can you really do in Ultimate X?
I don't know. You tell me, man. I've never been in an Ultimate X match. I've never been in a wrestling match. What do I know?
Yeah, but you know how Ultimate X works with the whole like trying to get through to the X in the middle with the title and everything. I think it was actually just an
with
X.
the ropes. They have to hang on the ropes.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of stuff you do. Just bump off that thing.
Yeah.
Try to climb on top of it and jump off.
Well, that's what
springboard off those things.
That was the big thing with Austin Ace. That's what he did.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool though. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I really didn't pay attention to what Impact was doing. Well, I know they do good stuff, but
there's a lot going on. It's hard.
There's so much going on. Mustafa Ali, now known as just Ali, is in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. By the way, see, he's one of the participants.
There's still 2 spots available, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think there's 28 guys.
Oh, yeah?
So, and really, if they wanted, they could put more people in. There's no, like, there has to be 30 people. This isn't like the Royal Rumble, where there's just 30.
Yeah. It doesn't really matter.
They want more, they can put more.
They could put 50 people in there. Doesn't really matter.
I like this to be the Undertaker spot, but it feels like this is reserved for Braun Strowman, so I don't feel that they put the Undertaker in this. You've seen the tweets about that. Like, people want the Undertaker or thinking about the Undertaker.
In the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, though?
No, just Mania in general.
Yeah, I think he'll be there. Let's take a look at what some of the people in the chat are saying here. Johnny, what do you think? You want to take some questions?
Of course.
Are you going to watch this G1 Supercard, though? Answer my question first.
That's your question.
You're not going to watch it? I mean, Will Ospreay, Jeff Cobb. Mayu Iwatani, Kelly Klein. Bully Ray against Juice Robinson. Taiji Ishimori, Dragon Lee Bandito is going to be ridiculous for the junior heavyweight title. The Gorillas of Destiny against PCO and Brody King against Evil and Sonata against the Briscoes in a 4-way tag team match.
For everything.
Where the winner takes all. Winner gets the New Japan and the Ring of Honor tag team titles.
That's huge.
It's massive. You're not going to watch that.
Well, I am wrestling tomorrow night. So
Tomorrow night you're wrestling?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I can't see it live. I'll maybe check it later, but...
Zack Sabre Jr. against Hiroshi Tanahashi for the British heavyweight title. Tetsuya Naito versus Kota Ibushi for the IWGP Intercontinental title. You know how ridiculous that match is going to be? Naito and Ibushi at Madison Square Garden? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Jay Lethal, Marty Scurll, Matt Taven, 3-way ladder match for the Ring of Honor title. And the main event, Jay White, the champion of the world, the IWGP heavyweight champion, defending against the Rainmaker himself, Kazuchika Okada. Whew. Whew. That kills Mania. That destroys Mania. It's so much better than WrestleMania. It's the day before at Madison Square Garden. The WWE is going to feel that. When that card goes down, the whole wrestling world's going to be like, whoa. The network's not going to beat this. WrestleMania is not going to beat this. It can't. This card has PCO.
Well, there's just better wrestling altogether, like from top to bottom. But in terms of the stories, though, I think you're more invested into WrestleMania.
No.
I find with this is just good wrestling.
I'm more invested in the Okada Jay White main event than any of the main events for WrestleMania.
It's not the first time they've wrestled, though.
No, but like Jay White keeps beating Okada. He beat him in like 8 minutes at Wrestle Kingdom.
Right.
How long is this going to go on for?
I think
when is the Rainmaker going to get the belt back? He's the greatest champion ever.
Well, yeah,
he's Okada, man.
He's already done it all.
But does he take the belt back? When does he squash Jay White? Jay White is evil. He's bad. Is Jay White going to cheat his way to another victory? Probably. But can Okada maybe? Maybe. With Okada, you never know.
That's true, but still, I think you believe in Jay White. I believe in Jay White. It's too early. It's not going to lose it right away.
I'm not sure if I believe in Jay White. I believe in Okada. I'm not sold on Jay White as the champion. I'm an Okada guy. I love Kazuchika Okada. He's the greatest wrestler. I mean, man, it's hard to call him the greatest wrestler today because there's so many great wrestlers out there, but he is definitely in the discussion. Okada, for me right now, you know, it's like Okada, Daniel Bryan, and Kenny Omega.
All right, that's
They're the
fair.
best in the business for me.
They're all very good.
Yeah. Let's check some comments, Johnny. What do we got here? I don't like that one. Hold on. Here we go. Andy Burrows says, first WrestleMania in years I won't be watching live. Literally couldn't care less about this. Roy Knight says, me wrestling in my backyard will be better than Mania at this point. Wow. People not happy with WrestleMania. People are not happy with this year's WrestleMania. I'm still excited for it. Like, I want to watch WrestleMania. It's still WrestleMania, you know? The spectacle of it all. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun, but, I mean, we're searching to try to find good matches, and there's like 14 matches. And it's like, well, maybe this will be good, maybe this will be good, and that's it. And the rest you're just going to sit through. It's going to be rough. It's going to be hard to watch, actually, I think. And it's too bad because I feel the last couple pay-per-views have been really good by WWE. I've enjoyed them. And now we go to this, and this is supposed to be the best.
I think it'll be good. There's a lot of good matches on this card. There's a lot of good stuff. We're going to preview it in full on Wrestling Uncensored, right? Listen to Wrestling Uncensored tomorrow night. Our big WrestleMania preview, we'll do the whole thing.
Well, as much as we can in that 1 hour for like 14 matches.
Yeah.
It's going to be rough.
But there's good stuff there, you know? AJ Randy, I know you're excited about.
Yeah.
Joe and Ray, if it does go down, we're excited about. Daniel Bryan, Kofi Kingston is going to be a very good match that you got to be excited about. Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. It's going to be good. They're going to tear the house down. Seth Rollins and Brock, as unexcited as I am about this match, I expect it to be a quality wrestling contest. Like, Brock is going to toss Seth around. It's going to be fun for as long as it lasts, probably under 10 minutes. It'll be fun to watch.
I question that because look at last year's match with Roman. They got the boring chants.
It wasn't great.
And the last time Seth wrestled Brock, it wasn't that good either.
Yeah.
So I don't really have high expectations for that. I'd be surprised if it was really anything special. I mean, look at, I think, Brock's match against Goldberg. I mean, that was, I think, his last great WrestleMania showing.
Well, Seth has to deliver here.
Yeah,
but I mean, yeah, well, with Brock, Brock has to kind of play ball, and if he doesn't, well, what are you going to do, right?
It just goes back to the Dean Ambrose situation, right?
Yeah. Well, hopefully Brock realizes, he's got to show up, but maybe he'll be like, I'm not main event, who cares? Brock could definitely mail this in.
It's going to be rough, I think.
I'm interested to see how they play it, though. Are they going to give Seth the belt? Is Seth going to win here?
That's the most interesting part is, who wins. That's it.
Yeah.
The match, though?
Because I'm not sure, right? You're not sure. We don't know.
It could
go either way.
Kind of. I feel more towards Seth than Brock because this is kind of the event where mostly the faces win, I think.
Maybe.
But
I'm not convinced that Becky's going to win the main event either.
I'm 100% convinced.
You're 100% convinced?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's very likely, but they could pull a swerve and give it to Ronda.
Of course. Brock beating Roman was a huge swerve last year, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like they know, they got to send the fans home happy, and that's why they're going to give it to Becky. That's why Charlotte won the title on SmackDown.
To set up Becky.
Exactly.
As the champ. They are really pushing her as the next top star of the company.
And I don't think she's even going to pin Ronda because she doesn't have to, right? She just has to pin Charlotte and she wins both titles.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the ending.
It makes sense.
It's not bad. It's fine. I think people will be happy with it.
No, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
It's the man, Becky Lynch. You got to give it to her.
But will Kofi win? Yeah, exactly.
I got to say, I wouldn't be happy if he won.
I wouldn't mind either way if he won, but I just don't think he'll win. That's the thing.
Daniel Bryan. Forever. Champion forever.
Well, not forever, but
until he retires, he's the champion of the WWE. He's the planet's champion. He's my champion. He's the greatest. Daniel Bryan forever. He's so good. His promo on SmackDown was better than Kofi's. That contract signing, Kofi was stumbling.
Right.
It looked like he got lost. Bryan killed it. Bryan's the best wrestler in the world. All right? He's in that conversation with Kenny Omega and Kazuchika Okada. You know what Daniel Bryan has in common? What he doesn't have in common with those guys? He wrestles for the WWE. They should be lucky that to have him. He's a champion forever. He's Daniel Bryan. He's the greatest thing going.
Well, they are lucky to have him because he came back from his injury, and I thought he'd never wrestle again. So, yeah, it's kind of very lucky he came back.
This is a year into his comeback, and they're booing him. This is a man that everybody was begging to come back. 4 years away, he comes back, fought for his dreams, right? Everybody was Team Daniel Bryan. And now they turn on him. Why?
It made sense. His face turn was terrible. His run was horrible. Even you said it. This is bad. It wasn't that good. It wasn't entertaining.
Well, the way they were booking him.
Right.
They booked him poorly. Yeah, but why are people booing him now? It's crazy to me. Fickle.
Well, don't lose to the Miz twice. That's bad. It hurts you a lot.
Anyways, I think the match with Kofi's going to be really good at Mania. What do you think about that NXT show, which is tonight? I thought it was tomorrow night, but turns out it's tonight.
Yeah, they
usually do it before Mania, but I guess they didn't want to do it the same night as the G1 Supercard because the G1 Supercard at Madison Square Garden is going to be better than NXT.
It's kind of crazy WWE would change one of their shows for an indie show, but
it's not an indie show. I mean, it's Ring of Honor and New Japan together. That's more than an indie show. New Japan is not an indie company. They do have indie wrestlers working for them.
Yeah. And ROH, a lot of people would say that.
Yeah. Well, I guess they're big indie companies. NXT is kind of like the WWE's indie company, except they're independent contractors, but they're not, they can't leave. They're signed to exclusive contracts, unlike a lot of the talent that works for New Japan and Ring of Honor. You see that John Oliver thing?
I did see that.
That was very, very well done. I thought it was excellent.
Nothing new that we didn't already know, though.
No, that wrestlers are treated unfairly and the independent contractor status is nonsense. We know that. We've known that. Yeah. I didn't learn anything. It was just well done and well put together, and, he's right.
Well,
I agree. I mean, that's my fundamental stance on what he did. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. Certain things that he cherry-picked, and he, chose to ignore a couple of things. But I think he did a good job overall. I think wrestler deaths are getting better. I think the wrestlers aren't dying at a rate that was so alarming like they used to, It's not as bad as it was for a time.
Because they cut down steroid use.
Yeah, I think the guys now are living a lot healthier and they'll live a lot longer lives than the people that worked in the business before. And I think things are improving. I also think the WWE should probably give their guys health insurance. And they should be employees, But that's not how they treat them. And I think that'll probably change in the future. It's like WCW started offering guys guaranteed money, and then Vince had to start giving people guaranteed contracts. Right? When you used to work for the WWE or the WWF at the time, you weren't guaranteed anything. You had to make the shows. You make the show and you get paid, and that's it. And you can't work for anybody else, and that's how it works.
Right.
Now, guys are given, a downside guarantee. Even if you make none of the shows, you'll still get a certain amount per year. If you make more shows, obviously you'll make more.
Higher in the card, too, helps.
Higher on the card, whatever, bonuses, however it works for different people. Right? But that's because WCW forced Vince to start offering people guaranteed money. Because WCW was doing it, and they were stealing talent. Now we have a company called All Elite Wrestling that is offering their talent that they are signing to exclusive contracts, healthcare, right? Health insurance.
Well, wait, we'll see. This hasn't happened yet.
But that's what they're saying.
Right.
So it's probably part of the contract that the guys are signing.
Hope they deliver.
If they're a wrestling company that can be successful and offer their people health insurance and get people that would go to the WWE to not go to the WWE and go there instead, it's going to force the WWE to offer their guys health insurance, and it's going to, it's going to change the business. And that's usually how it happens. Another company does it, and then WWE steals that idea and does it, and then acts like they came up with it. Right?
Kind of, yeah. ECW, yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of things. That's how they work. So I think that's how it's going to work. I think it will be resolved in the future. It's a slow process because, the wrestling business is shady at best, right? When you compare what WWE offers to the average wrestling promotion, if you want to take all the wrestling promotions around the world and compare them to WWE, WWE is very high quality and upstanding.
Of course.
The wrestling business as a whole, that was a little unfair. Saying, well, look at WWE, and of course they're a huge company and they should be doing better. But the wrestling business as a whole, half the time, there's no doctor present. There's nothing. I mean, WWE has ringside doctors at least. They'll cover you if you get hurt in the ring. If you get hurt in the ring on some indie promotion, they're not covering your medical expenses in any way. You're on your own. And you're not getting paid for the match. And by the way, you're so hurt that you can't even work your normal job that you work to support your wrestling habit. That's how pro wrestling works, right? So,
Yep.
I
know.
WWE definitely should do better, but compared to the wrestling business, they're pretty good. It's pretty sweet. That's why, they can screw the wrestlers because the guys that do make it there are so happy to finally be able to make a real living as a professional wrestler that they're just like, oh, treat me however you want. I don't care. And that's why we need other options, other promotions for the other wrestlers so that the working conditions can get better.
Well, that's it. They treat them like garbage pretty much on the indies for the most part, a lot of them. And then when you get to WWE, it's like, well, this is a lot better than being treated like garbage. So, yeah, of course. Like, if I don't get this, that's fine. Whatever. I'm not an employee. It's okay. I'm still getting guaranteed money. I have no problem with that.
That's it. Wrestlers are accustomed to being treated like garbage.
That's it. It's unfortunate. Man, trying to get a first aid kit at some show is good luck. It's sad, but it's true.
What happened when you got hit in the face and you hurt your nose?
Oh, actually, Flo Riley right away gave me a bandage and all that. Like right away,
Drew
she's
Onyx
cool,
runs.
though.
Drew Onyx runs a pretty professional outfit, though.
Yeah, Drew Onyx. Yeah.
Drew Onyx is a professional.
Yeah.
He understands because he's a wrestler and he understands what wrestlers need to put on a show.
Yeah, but that's a rare exception.
Yes,
actually.
yes,
very rare exception.
yes. I mean, he runs a school. He understands.
Right.
You know, he's been a guest trainer at the WWE Performance Center. He's got an idea of how it's supposed to work.
Train people at NXT.
That's it. He helped Kevin Owens get ready for his WWE tryout. Like, the guy gets it, right? But he's a rare thing in the wrestling business.
And it's cool. Flo's actually going for a tryout too in April.
Yeah, I saw that. Very cool. We're in April.
Yeah, I think at the end of the month.
I hope she makes it. She's good. She's really good.
Wrestling wise, fantastic.
Good babyface, good heel too. Good character.
Well, just starting as a heel, so that's it. Was kind of just a new thing.
Oh,
for her,
okay.
so, yeah.
She worked really well as a heel, I thought.
That's good.
I thought she was really good as a heel and as a babyface. I'm a fan of Flo Riley.
I think she has tons of talent and
Loads of potential.
Yeah.
I could see her making it in NXT.
I think so.
They should sign her. How is her English?
That's probably the biggest weakness, but
Yeah.
That's what the training said.
She's French Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I think her promos were mostly in French or
I
she
think
didn't
so.
she didn't seem to talk that much, but she didn't need to talk, to get the gimmick over. She was good as a heel and as a babyface when I saw her.
Well, she had someone
Kind of like a Bailey type babyface and like a really mean heel.
I feel like she was very generic as a face. But as a heel, you've seen more of, I think, her personality come out a bit. I think it's a bit more natural being a heel.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of people are like that.
I don't know her. She's good.
Yeah.
Wish her the best. Okay, NXT TakeOver tonight, Johnny North. What do you think? We've got Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai versus Bianca Belair versus Kairi Sane in a fatal four-way for the NXT Women's title. Yes. That is nice.
Most part, I think titles will change hands, but because this is a four-way, I feel like this is where Shayna's going to keep the championship because I feel a one-on-one is where she would lose the championship. So I think she will retain.
I think Shayna's going to lose the title and then move up to the main roster. It's about time.
Wow. I mean, there's already a lot of women.
Join Ronda.
Yeah, if Ronda's not there, though.
Well, then replace her.
I feel she can still do more in NXT. They still need people in NXT. You can't just, put a void there.
I want Shayna moved up. I want one of these people moved up. I kind of want all of them moved up, to be honest.
Kairi Sane, yeah, I could see that.
Io Shirai, Bianca Belair. Super talented, man. I want to see them all on the main roster. I want to watch them instead of Baron Corbin.
I understand. Yeah,
right? I want to watch them instead of Elias or The Miz or, countless other wrestlers that I see. More women. Give them intercontinental titles. Give them U.S. titles. Give them some extra belts. Put more of them on there and get rid of these boring dudes. The women are more exciting right now. Give me more of them.
Well, we got 3 women matches.
At Mania?
Yeah, we do.
How many men's matches?
Okay, there's always going to be more because there's more men on the roster.
Well, maybe that should change.
They're getting there.
Make this a women's wrestling company featuring some men. Because the men aren't pulling their weight. Look at WrestleMania. You're bored by all the men's matches. You want to see the women's matches, brother.
Well, yes and no. I feel the battle.
That fatal four-way tag? The Sasha Banks and Bailey against Nia Tamina against Iconics against Natty and Beth Phoenix? Yes! That's what I want to see.
I'm just as excited for the SmackDown. Same level.
Who's even in that?
It's the Usos. It's the Bar.
Bar, okay.
It's Rusev and Nakamura.
Oh, they made Mania. Pre-show,
did?
probably? Pre-show, though, right?
I don't
Maybe
know
the
about
main card. Okay.
Maybe.
And Ricochet and Aleister Black. That's very good. It's very good, too. That's, yeah, all right. So you think Shayna retains, and I think that Kairi Sane is going to take the belt, or Io Shirai. I think Io Shirai. I think Kairi Sane probably moves up, and Io Shirai takes over NXT. Velveteen Dream defending the NXT North American title against Matt Riddle. Oh, man.
Huge.
Oh, man, that's a good match. Give me that.
I could seal the show easily.
I'm going to go with the King of Bros.
Yeah, I feel Matt Riddle won't lose right away because he just came in, so it doesn't make a lot of sense for him to lose. So.
He's very good.
But it sucks for Velveteen Dream. I don't think he's even defended it successfully, the title, and he's going to lose the title.
Move him up to the main roster. Velveteen Dream. Yes. I like that guy.
That's definitely a match to watch out for. That should be pretty good.
It's going to be awesome. So who do you think's going to win? Matt Riddle?
Yeah, of course.
Matt Riddle. Johnny Gargano against Adam Cole for the vacant NXT title because Tommaso Ciampa's injured and had to give up the belt. 2 out of 3 falls match. Should be good.
I'm going with Adam Cole because Gargano, he's had his run in NXT. I think he's really just helping get Adam Cole over.
Yeah, I thought he was on the main roster now.
He was.
Like him, Ciampa, and Ricochet and Aleister Black all got moved up at the same time. And then Ciampa got hurt, so Gargano kind of disappeared because they were teaming together. But Aleister Black and Ricochet are still there, so you're like, what?
Right.
Yeah. I'd go with Adam Cole, too. Oh. Pete Dunne, defending the NXT UK title against Walter. Yes.
Well,
hell yeah. Oh, my goodness. This is a good card. 5 matches, too. You're in, you're out, you're done. Easy. Excellent. Well done, NXT. It's going to be a good show tonight.
I feel like they built this up enough that Pete's finally going to lose the championship. He's been champion long enough. It's time to lose.
Walter is the man. Tremendous.
Well, the size difference, too, but
oh, yeah.
They'll make it close, though, I'm sure.
That's going to be a good match. He's very good. And War Raiders. Hanson and Rowe, the NXT Tag Team Champions, defending against Aleister Black and Ricochet, who are also on WrestleMania.
Yep.
Cool. So they're challenging for these tag titles and the SmackDown tag titles. Wouldn't it be cool if they won both?
I think they will.
What?
Actually, no.
What? AJ style.
I think they'll win the NXT tag titles. I don't know if they'll win on SmackDown, though. But I think they'll definitely take the NXT tag titles and go into WrestleMania with them.
So they're going to win the NXT tag titles.
Right.
And then win the SmackDown tag titles?
It's very possible, but I'm not sure because it's a 4-way, right? One fall to a finish. I can see them not win that, though. Not lose, but not win.
I don't know. I'm seeing some people give predictions here on the chat. Let's see.
I'm sure there's tons of predictions.
Oh, yeah. Antoinette says Adam Cole will win. Pete will win. War Raiders will win. Hey, Wally checking in. Wally, where you been, man?
Hey, Wally.
I DM'd you on Twitter and you never wrote me back, man. What's the deal?
It's okay, Wally. We forgive.
Have you heard from Wally? I barely heard from Wally lately. He's been like missing in action. I think he's going to be in Montreal in a couple weeks. Wally out there in Ireland. He's in traffic. He's got the show on over the speakers in the car. He hopes Kevin Owens is going to make an appearance at Mania, even a run-in during a match.
Yeah, good luck.
Antoinette says, Wally, see you in 2 weeks. Yeah, what's up, Wally? I DM'd you, man. You never wrote me back. What's up?
Left you hanging. Too
Yeah,
bad.
man. I was like, Wally, where are you, buddy? Anyways, so NXT tonight. It's going to be really good. How about the Hall of Fame? Who's going into WWE Hall of Fame this year?
Well, they announced the Legacy wing now, right? So now there's a bunch of people going in. I don't know everybody, but I think Luna's going in.
You're getting choked up over there, brother.
I'm dying here, actually. Luna's going in. Who else is going? I think Bruiser Brody's going in.
Oh, my goodness. Bruiser Brody's going in?
I'm pretty sure I read that.
Okay, here it is. I have it. Bruiser Brody is going in. Wahoo McDaniel, Luna Vachon, Special Delivery Jones, Professor Toru Tanaka, wow, Primo Carnera, Joseph Cohen, who is the creator of the Madison Square Garden Network, not a wrestler, Hisashi Shinma, former president of the WWE, Buddy Rose, and Jim Barnett, who is, of course, longtime promoter. Wow. I mean, that's a lot of people. What can you say? Bruiser Brody, of course, amazing big man in the history of pro wrestling. Tremendous personality, talent. Murdered in Puerto Rico under very shady circumstances. Terrible, really sad end to the Bruiser Brody story. For me, looking at this legacy wing, the one that sticks out is Luna Vachon.
Well, you're surprised that she isn't already in there. I was like, wow, she's not in there already? I'm very surprised.
And I'm surprised she doesn't get like a normal induction.
Yeah, that's also surprising, but it's better that she's in there than not in there.
I think legacy wing, you think of like super old school guys like Primo Carnera. You don't think of Luna Vachon, who was there in the late 90s.
Yeah, it's weird, but whatever. I mean, more the merrier in this case, I think.
I guess. I was a big Luna fan.
I like Luna.
Of course, a Quebec wrestler as well.
Well, the look, too. The look stood out.
Yeah. I mean, she was a wrestler in the WWE, WWF, and there were no other women's wrestlers. You know, it was just Luna.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
She was in WWF Raw for the SNES.
That's right. Yeah, she was.
You remember that?
Yeah.
She was in the video game. You could play as Luna, and like you were just wrestling against, you know, Diesel and Doink and Bret Hart, and you could be Luna.
Well, she did intergender matches when Bam Bam used to feud with Doink.
Yeah. Like Luna was involved.
Yeah.
Luna was awesome. Rest in peace to Luna Vachon. Of course, the Hart Foundation going into the Hall of Fame. So this is happening tomorrow night, right?
Right.
Hart Foundation going into the Hall of Fame. Brett and Anvil. That'll be good to see Brett. Harlem Heat going into the Hall of Fame. Booker and Stevie Ray. DX. The whole DX crew. Shawn Michaels. Triple H. Chyna. Billy Gunn. Road Dogg. And X-Pac. All going into the Hall of Fame. And Johnny, I think you should just give me $20 now because we made a bet. I don't know if you remember.
Only Hogan so far.
Brother, we said if there's going to be inductions, people inducting them.
Inductors.
Yeah.
Plural. There's one.
Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart's doing what?
So the Honky Tonk Man's going into the Hall of Fame. He'll be inducted by Jimmy Hart.
That's two.
Tori Wilson's going into the Hall of Fame. Plural. You owe me money.
Like,
pay me.
I
now.
only give you 10 at this point because
that's ridiculous. So Johnny North, if you missed it a couple weeks ago, Johnny North and I made a bet. He said that there will be no people inducting the people into the Hall of Fame, which, you know, that's always how it works. I don't know why he thought that. So I said there definitely will be. That's always how it works. And John said, what, they're going to save on time and they're not going to have people inducting them. And that's not how any of the Hall of Fames work. And obviously that's not how it's going to work. There's going to be somebody talking about the person getting inducted or the people getting inducted. And then it's going to be the people themselves or whoever representing them doing a little speech. That's how it always works. That's how it's going to work tomorrow night. And you said it wasn't. But already we have two people that are going to be inducting. Everybody else is TBA because they're going to announce it on the show or it'll be a surprise. But we know that Jimmy Hart, the mouth of the South, will be inducting the Honky Tonk Man. And Hulk Hogan, the Immortal One, will be inducting Brother Brutus the Barber Beefcake, the disciple.
That's two. Okay.
That's two. You said there would be no and the rest of them are going to get filled out here, John. It's cool. We can wait till Mania and the post show for you to give me the 20 Canadian dollars that you will owe me for losing another pro wrestling bet. You are the worst wrestling better ever.
Possibly, but you know, I think it's ridiculous it took them this long to announce who's going to be inducting people into the Hall of Fame.
You're just mad because you were wrong and you got to pay me.
Well, I just find WWE dropped the ball on this one terribly. Because it's one of the best parts about it is to find out who's going to induct them, you know? And now you don't get to know. You get to pretty much watch the show and find out.
Hey, Johnny. See what Wally says? Dave Simon cleaning up and winning bets off poker, AJ and Johnny. Boom. Taking all the money. And you know what I'm spending it on? I'll show you.
Candy?
Not candy.
It's usually candy, actually.
Get out of my way.
I'm trying. Oh, he's actually not leaving the room.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what I spent it on. I spent it on guns to shoot at AJ. Last week, I was shooting this at him. This sweet Nerf rival gun, right? You saw me talk about this last week. So there's a clip in this thing, right? Boom, here. I'm going to take out the clip. Here, boom. 7 bullets in this clip. But I found out that I could buy an extended clip with 12 bullets, which I did. Boom. So now it looks like an Uzi or something. I don't know. Yeah, so I could shoot AJ now with 12 bullets out of this high-powered Nerf rival gun. Boom. People are commenting on what I spend the money on. People are like, weed, Snickers, Yeezys, Nerf. Straight up, they're not wrong. Weed, Yeezys, Snickers, Nerf. Boom.
Can't get that at Dollarama, though.
Oh, no, you're not getting this at Dollarama. This is serious Nerf action. Wow. Look at that. That is serious business right there. I love this thing.
Well, hopefully it detracts him from, like...
I shot AJ with it a bunch last week.
Well, given that he's, like, swearing on air when he shouldn't be swearing, like, you should be shooting him, actually.
Yeah, did you hear that? He was...
Of course I heard that. But I am glad he sold one of my shirts, which is fantastic.
Did you hear it live or?
No, I didn't hear it live. So
okay.
That was the best part, because if I heard it live, I wouldn't have heard it, right?
Right. But he definitely swore.
100%.
And then he claimed he didn't.
Well, it just slipped of the tongue. Yeah, that's really what it was. But he definitely swore.
Yeah, he swore on air because he's terrible at radio. It's ridiculous.
You got him too excited, though. That was the problem.
Oh, it's my fault.
A little bit. You got him really riled up. Like 100%.
What?
Because you called them out on, like, telling people, like, oh, you just kiss ass and everything. And he got kind of, like, all antsy and all that. And then, like, when you start with a slogan or catchphrase, he had to finish it because he was all, like, worked up. You got to know how you control your demons there.
My demons.
Well, AJ's a bit of a demon. Yeah.
AJ is a demon. AJ's definitely a demon.
A good demon, though, at times.
He's a good demon, but yeah. He's out of control. I couldn't believe he said that on air. He swore on the show last week on Ringside Report Radio. Ridiculous.
It happens, but got to work on that, that's all. Constant work.
Uh-huh.
Well, it was definitely interesting to listen to, but in a bad way, I think.
In a bad way?
Wow, you shouldn't be hearing stuff like that.
Why not?
Just wrong.
Makes the show more fun when AJ's screwing up. That's half the show is AJ screw-ups. At this point. It's kind of where we're at. Where are we at in this show here, John? Are we running out of time?
Perhaps.
I think we're running out of time. What else do we have? We got the G1 Supercard in. We got the Hall of Fame in.
You had to talk about the Trailer Park Boys animated series.
Oh, yeah. That dropped this week on Netflix. We both watched it in its entirety. I liked it. We were talking about it quite a bit before when you got here.
We were talking about it quite a bit. At first, I was actually very skeptical. First episode, I barely even laughed.
Yeah. It was kind of weird. It's like, okay, it's the Trailer Park Boys, but now it's a cartoon. What's going on here?
Yeah, so like it was live action, but now they're on a mushroom trip, and now it's like...
It's a cartoon. It's become a cartoon. They're all a cartoon.
But they're not going to get off this trip. They're just going to be a cartoon the whole time now.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but it's just like, for some of it, they're like, okay, they can still get hurt and all this. This is still can be real. But then it's still a cartoon where it's just ridiculous. They go to space. They shoot other people in the space. Stuff like that happens too.
Yeah, they were in space, and then Ricky, so that he could smoke weed in the spaceship.
Space weed, yeah.
space weed that he grew. Somebody had contacted Ricky, an Elon Musk type character contacts Ricky to go into space and grow space weed.
Right.
Which is a callback to, when they're playing space and Ricky's there and he's like, breaker, I need to maybe go get some space weed, and Bubbles yells at him. He's like, you're supposed to use real space words. I'm sitting there talking about space weed, Remember that, though?
Bubbles got actual training, actually. Chris Hadfield, I think, right?
Well, that was later on. But I'm saying way back when they were playing space, like maybe season 3 or something.
Oh, okay. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, you don't remember? Randy shows up. That's a hilarious scene. Randy shows up and he's like, or Randy and Leahy show up. They're like, we heard a complaint that people have been getting drunk and high and playing space in the middle of the street. And Ricky's like, yeah, I'm high right now. He's like, it's us. Yeah, it was us. Playing space, like that's something that everybody does. They're just pretending to be astronauts to launch the rocket. Remember when Bubbles has the they steal the rocket from the Canadian Tire or Zellers or whatever, and then they launch that rocket and Leahy runs it over in his car, breaks the rocket.
There was that rocket. Then there was a rocket they actually launched and was successful, I think.
Yeah, that was later on. They kind of redid it.
They redid it. Yeah.
They redid it.
They
redo
everything.
They redid like a classic episode. Yeah, they bring back a lot of stuff.
And a lot of that in this too. They redid a lot of their schemes that they always do. And some of them worked, some of them didn't. But yeah, that's it. Like, it was just a different kind of feel because it was a cartoon. Some of it worked, I thought. Some of it was like, my God, this is hilarious because it just feels like Trailer Park Boys. But then sometimes it feels like, well, this wouldn't happen in the actual show. So this is kind of hard to take, but whatever. I mean, this is the way it is now.
Yeah. It was not like the Trailer Park Boys. It wasn't like the show, but it kind of was. But it wasn't the same. It was definitely something different where they're taking kind of the best parts of what they used to do and rehashing them. And, it's not the best show. But if this is all Trailer Park Boys is going to be from now on, like, I'll watch it. I'll enjoy it.
Well, you said it best off air where it's like, better this than nothing. If it's this or nothing, I'll take this.
Yeah, that's it.
100%.
If there's not going to be a Trailer Park Boys, I mean, you can't really do it without Leahy, right? And they had Leahy kind of there just using his voice, but you couldn't do that if it weren't a cartoon. Right. Just using old parts of Leahy saying different things, which I thought was good. I like the Leahy character in this cartoon.
I like the way they're using it, but I also find they're distancing themselves from it, where it's like they don't really need it now at this point because it was never really explained. Like,
no,
the bird took him away.
The shithawk.
Yeah, the bird, like a cartoon, and
that's how they explain Leahy disappearing.
And no one really cares about it. It's like, oh, where is he? And no one really tries to find him. There's no missing person report or nothing.
Now he's a liquor ghost.
Yeah, like. They just kind of moved on. So, I mean, in a sense, they could go back to reality again.
Yeah. Well, it's because the real actor, John Dunsworth, died. So there's no Leahy. And he's the main antagonist of the show. Without him, what is there for the boys to do?
Well, as you've seen, I mean, there's still a lot for them to do.
There's some stuff. Cyrus is still around.
Sam
Losco. They had a lot of the classic characters, Sam, Cyrus. Even that new guy, what's his name?
We're not talking about... Well, Donnie's been there for a while. We're talking about Donnie.
No, not Donnie. The guy who runs a scrapyard.
Oh, the Reg.
The Reg. Yeah, I like him.
I like the Reg.
He's a good character.
To me, I still like it. It's just, it's a different kind of show. And some of the cartoon aspects are okay because we saw, like, Steve French come back. That was cool. We probably wouldn't see that happen if it was real life. And Conky as well. Yeah. So I thought there was some good callbacks.
I like Steve French when he was talking. That was funny.
Exactly. Like there's some parts where it's like, wow, this is better that it's a cartoon. So
yeah.
So a lot of things I like, some things I didn't like, but in the end, like you said, better have it than not have it.
I agree. I thought it was fine.
Well, I look forward to hopefully they still do the Out of the Park series as well and the specials. More is better with Trailer Park Boys, without question. Keep it coming.
Yeah. As long as they give us, something. It's something to watch. I like the characters.
The flashback episode was probably my favorite. The way Randy was Ricky was talking, my God.
Seeing them as kids was funny. I enjoyed it. Yeah, it was all right. You know, it wasn't like the best season of the Trailer Park Boys. It's never going to be what it was, the original seasons. But what it is now, it's like I was saying before, like it's like The Simpsons, you know? It's still on, they still make new seasons. It's not the same as it was, but you know, it's Homer's there and he's still doing stuff and it's, you know, it's all right. It's enjoyable. It's not like the worst show you've ever seen, but it's not like the classic Simpsons that you know and love, right?
But I am liking Ricky's new relationship with Susan instead of Lucy. When she's like yelling at him, like, "Oh, give me some of that gay cock." That was hilarious stuff. You didn't love that? I thought that was great.
It was good.
Because then he got mad about it, but then he like, "Oh, fine, whatever, I'll do it."
I kind of forget what the context was for that.
It was because I think Julian and Ricky, there was some sort of car wash.
Okay.
And then there was a pool. And there was a bunch of gay guys in there, so everyone thought he was gay, Ricky.
Right,
and then Ricky's like, "Oh, I'm gay again?" Like, what happened?
Yeah, Ricky's confused.
And then Susan found out about it, and then like, "Oh, you have gay cock."
Obviously, it left more of an impression on you than it did me. I don't really recall that instance, but I kind of sped through the episodes. You know, one kind of bled into the other.
Oh, I watched a couple of them over again. Some
really good. Okay. I only watched it once over. I just watched it through pretty quick, and then boom, done.
Some are worth repeating.
Maybe I will one day. John, before we go, we did say we're going to talk about why you were sad. You started the show sad?
Oh, yeah, because the Canadians lost yesterday, and it looks like they probably won't make the playoffs. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So that sucks. But, I mean, I'm trying to look at it positively. It's better for us in a sense, right? Because now with no more Canadians, Wrestling Uncensored will be on at 7 p.m. more often. Oh. So this is actually... It's too bad, but for us, it's good. So there is a positive note with all this in the end.
Okay. So, but you're mad about it because...
Oh, I just enjoy watching hockey.
Are they definitely not going to make it?
If
it's definitely over now?
We need...
Because it's almost... it's starting to get warm outside. Hockey should be coming to an end, or the season at least, right?
They have one game left, but they need to win that game. And they need
one game left. And they have to win.
They have to win, and they need Columbus to lose their next 2 games.
Their next 2 games?
Their last 2 games.
So Columbus has 2 more games to play, and they must lose them both.
Right.
Wow. And the Canadians have 1 more game to play, and they must win.
Right.
Seems unlikely, but possible still, right? That's sports, man. Crazy things happen in sports. Who do we have to pay to make this happen? Can't we fix it?
Fix it.
Huh? Who do we have to pay? Who's in charge of the league? Call them up. I'll pay. How much does it cost to rig a hockey game, really? I'm kidding. I'm not going to rig a hockey game, just so you know. I'm not involved in any kind of thing like that. I wouldn't do anything like that. I'm just saying, if you were into that type of thing, you want to bet on a long shot, you know, make a phone call a referee. Who knows a referee? Referees make everything happen, right? That's how you do it, I think.
Unfortunately, we can't kidnap.
That's how you would do it in theory, theoretically. Well, just saying. I don't have the money to do that type of thing, nor the gambling ring. But if you were to run a gambling ring... Nah, let's not even go down this path, man. This might be illegal talk. I don't even know. I'm just saying, like, you know, call a referee, make sure the Canadians win, and make sure the Columbus loses the next 2 games. No more Columbuses. Christopher Columbus, even Columbia, for the next 2 games. No more.
Well, we can't
go Habs.
We can't do what the boys did and kidnap Nathan McKenna.
We can't do that?
No, we can't do that, unfortunately.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not that invested. I'm more invested in Wrestlemania, brother. And that's it. That's Dave and Johnny Live. We'll talk to you at Wrestlemania.
No final comments? No?
Final comments? Antoinette says she's going to be wearing her Leafs gear to our show because she loves the Maple Leafs. And Franco says Leafs are on losing steak. So that means that they're eating bad meat. I think he means losing streak.
Probably both.
I like to think that they're on losing steak. I like to think that the Maple Leafs eat just loser steak, and it makes them lose. I prefer that than streak. Maple Leafs are on losing steak. Johnny, all we do is eat winning steaks, right? We are winning steak eating men.
I hope so on Sunday. I look forward to that.
Oh, man.
There's going to be steak?
I don't know. We'll see. Sunday for our Wrestlemania post show tonight at around 10 p.m. right after the Rockets hockey game, Ringside Report Radio. And then tomorrow night, Wrestling Uncensored for the WrestleMania preview.
After the last hockey game.
Man. And then after the G1, I'm going to be on here on YouTube with my brother recapping the G1 Supercard at Madison Square Garden tomorrow night.
It's a lot.
So Wrestling Uncensored and a G1 YouTube show tomorrow night. And then on Sunday, the YouTube post show right after WrestleMania will be here with a third co-host. Who knows who it might be right after Mania on Sunday. So this is just the beginning of so much. I mean, how many shows is that? Dave and Johnny live, Ringside Report Radio tonight, Wrestling Uncensored tomorrow, a G1 Supercard post show on YouTube tomorrow, and then the WrestleMania post show. Five times, 5 shows in honor of Booker T going into the Hall of Fame. Makes sense.
Not Bundy?
Oh, him too. But he's not. He's already in the Hall of Fame.
He is in the Hall of Fame.
Rest in peace, King Kong Bundy. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Well, you, yes. Me on Sunday.
Yeah. You'll see Johnny Sunday. You'll talk to me later on Ringside Report Radio. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.